The bank runs on a debt-based system, and it is broken. The banks create money as loans, right? You borrow $100, repay $110 with interest, but that $10 doesn't exist yet. So more debt needs to keep the cycle going. What do I mean by that? Simple mechanics, chat. New money enters the economy through lending, right? When people repay the payments, that shrinks the supply. Unless more debt is being used to offset the repayments, right? That's why central banks tweak interest rates to keep the wheel spinning. What does this do to us? What does this do to our economy? It juices short-term spending and growth, but builds endless debt piles. If the borrowing stops, it crashes. Global economies are addicted to it. When the music stops, in the musical chairs, someone won't have a chair. I digress. But the only real currency on this universe is human time, because it's finite. That's why it's so valuable, right? If others deem your work valuable, then they will pay you for it. That's why you trade your time for pay. Because you are doing quote unquote valuable work for another being, for another person. You would rather be chasing your dreams and doing what you want, but nah. Society funnels you into school, into debt, and into jobs that fuel their machine. They've literally perfected brainwashing y'all so that they can suck your soul for their gains. Like the human life is truly priceless. That's why when you break the rules, what do? They throw you in jail. They lock you up in confinement. They let you rot. Because they know your time is what is valuable to you. When you have nothing else, when nothing else matters, your time is what is valuable to you. Like, humans are social beings, dude. They aren't supposed to be confined into solitary. It's not effective, man. It's not how that works. Humans thrive by optimizing energy, right? Society advances substantially every time we master a new energy source. Look at this. When we mastered the industrialization of oil, what do we get? We got cars, trains, planes, boats, and even rockets to move to places. Right? It makes moving to point A to point B a lot easier. What did we do when we mastered electricity? What did we do when we mastered pocket electricity? We got batteries, we got smartphones, we got laptops, we got computers. Imagine your life without this tech. You can't. You physically can't. You wouldn't be able to do anything. Right? But what did God give us? What did the universe give us? They gave us one unbreakable promise that everybody knows. The sun will always rise. There will always be another day. So what do we need to do? We need to be maximizing solar energy. Once we maximize solar energy and master it, we unlock abundance for humanity. We unlock unlimited power for all for free. Because that is the guarantee that God and the universe gave us, that there will be sun. There will be a next day. Once we commercialize that, society will then prosper. So, AI empowers the builders and Bitcoin funds them. What I mean is AI gives power back to an individual. If you want to build something you're passionate about, you can do it now. You can speak it, you can type it, you can visualize it. The AI will help you learn. It'll help you build, it'll help you create from your own ideas. From your own ideas, right? The only real limit is your imagination. The only real limit is until you can stop thinking of new ways, of new things, of new optimizations, then that is the limit. What I mean by Bitcoin funds them. So Bitcoin, once people understand what sound money is, what hard money is, and what money is really supposed to be, and once it matures and stabilizes, it becomes the ultimate digital store of value. It becomes the ultimate store of value for humanity. It has everything that money needs to be good money. It's divisible, portable, peer-to-peer, indestructible, instantly verifiable, and it's finite. Let's go over some of that. It is divisible. It means I can buy a piece of gum or I can buy an airplane with Bitcoin. I can buy anything in between those two huge purchases or small purchases. It is divisible. It is portable. I can either hold my crypto wallet or I can hold those 12 lines of code in my head. My seed phrase, I can hold that in my head. I can move border to border, peer to, like, try to move your gold bars from your house to like Singapore. See if they will let you do that. But I can move $1 billion worth of Bitcoin through any border. Who's gonna stop me, bro? What are they gonna do? Kill me? And then they can't take my Bitcoin. And then it'll just be up in the cloud forever. Like, killing me would be the worst option. Killing me would only be the option that can guarantee that you will not be able to touch my Bitcoin. It's peer-to-peer, bro. I can send you a Bitcoin. You can send me a Bitcoin without anyone getting in between us. Right? When I send money through a bank, your money goes to you, to the bank, to the person. There's a middleman. If they don't want that transaction to happen, they don't have to make it happen. They can just reject it. Who gives them the right? What gives them the right? Because you are on their platform. You are on their guide rails. Right? Peer-to-peer. How would you transact gold, bro? If I had a gold bar, like, I could tell you, yo, I swear it's 24 karat gold. But if you don't believe it, if you think it's 18 karat gold, then we have a problem. Right? Then we can't verify it because we're both looking at it differently. Bitcoin. If the coin is not, if the Bitcoin, if the sats are not real, it won't get accepted by the network. So it'll never be able to get used. Right? So when you send me the Bitcoin, when you send me your Bitcoin, when you send me my Bitcoin, I know it's true. I know it's a Bitcoin. I know it's worth X amount because they've instantly verified it on the blockchain. Right? Finite. 21 million coins, baby. 21 million coins cap. Will there ever be 21 million coins in circulation? Nah. We got Bitcoin treasury companies. We got Satoshi's 1 mil. We got Bitcoins that have been lost in wallets. We have Bitcoins that people forgot that they even have Bitcoins. Yeah. Those are the reasons why I think Bitcoin is the perfect money. But I digress. The internet plus AI plus Bitcoin equals generational game changer. Think about it, guys. Back in the day, to start a business, you would need offices, stores, billboards, employees. Now, your website is your digital HQ. Your website is your digital billboard. You have social media. Like, social media becomes your billboards. Right? Your employees, they don't have to be people. They can be AI agents. You don't need specialized people in different places now. You have a question, you ask. Right? The internet, it allows us to connect to others. Like, globally. We could be business partners. I can be in America and you can be in Bhutan. And we could be working on the same project. Like, what? I digress, guys. But Another thing is the internet. They literally give you the information on your screen, bro. You can literally learn directly from the best. No proximity required. Before to learn from the best, you would have to go to conferences. You have to be in the same room, be in the same city, be in the same area to even hear what they have to say. Now, dude, you can go on X, bro. You can go on podcasts. You can hear what these guys are saying directly out of their own mouths. No proximity required. You're learning from the best. But yeah. So, what do we need to do? We need to stand strong with our diamond hands. Hard times build strong men. These are the hard times. We need to be those strong men who rise. Because humanity, we need it the most. We need to be strong. We need to not give up. We need to build family, build strength. Strength in numbers. There are more of us than there are more of us than there are of them. So we need to be sticking together, because right now they are making us all fight within each other. We have got it all wrong, guys. We have to stand up together as one so we can go against them. Don't hate your neighbor. Work with your neighbor. They are your teammates. They are not your opponents. Stack your sats within your means. Pay your bills, pay your debt, pay your rent. Then stack your sats and put it away in cold storage. Not your keys, not your coins. When the shit hits the fan, you think they're gonna let you withdraw your Bitcoin? No. Put your coins in cold storage so it is yours. So you hold your assets. It's the same thing with gold, bro. You can either have the bank hold your gold, or you can be accountable for your own gold and secure it yourself. Same thing. Same principles. Yeah. Drown out the noise, boys. Do your own research. Do your due diligence. Think first principles. Learn from others and speak and form your own opinions. Right? Don't be a parrot, chat. Do not be a parrot. Learn how to think for your own. Learn how to think with your own opinions. You gotta be enjoying time with your loved ones. You gotta be enjoying your time with your family. You have to be embracing the time that you have left together. Hug your mother. Call your mother. Tell her you love her. Call your dad. Hug your dad. Tell him you love him. Hang out with your siblings. And enjoy the times with the loved ones while you have it. Like I said, human time is the only real finite currency. Is the only real currency on this planet. So now I'm going to be replying to some of these comments that I got in my last video, because y'all had some pretty strong opinions, and I do want to go over them. This guy, Evan Horn 951 goes, and people said the 4-year cycle is dead. I honestly think it is going to dip more. November will be the best time to buy. I don't think Bitcoin's actually been in a bull market. As everybody knows, that stock market, everything's obfuscated. The price, the world is not priced as it should be right now. That's why everything is overvalued. That's why these stocks are going to the moon. That's why houses are going to the moon. Right? Things are not priced in properly at the current moment. The fiat system has obfuscated the cost. They have obfuscated what the quote unquote value is. But I agree, Evan. Stack your sats, Ka. Stack your sats. Jim R91I says, I just blew my savings based on your advice, bro. Fingers crossed. Dude, first of all, I know you're joking. Second of all, like I said, stack your sats within your means. Don't over leverage. Don't go into debt to buy Bitcoin. Buy what you can. Buy what you are willing to put away for the future. Mr. Beats Gaming says you really shouldn't be giving financial advice on here. There is a reason people go out of their way to say they aren't giving financial advice when they are talking about investing. Mr. Beats, never ever take financial advice from anyone on the internet. Do your due diligence. Do your research. I am coming on here to share my contribution to the conversation, to share my food for thought. My goal here is to share my ideas so that you guys can come up with your own ideas, right? I read all this stuff, I read all this mumbo jumbo, and I relate to you guys so that you guys can have a simple understanding, so that you guys can create your own ideas, so that you guys can read the sources that I'm citing and go back and see if you are going to base your investments, if you're going to invest, if you are going to put your money where your mouth is, right? So what I say to you, Mr. Beats, always do your due diligence. And don't trust people on the internet, man. Right? Chris Wilson 81. It will go to zero when everyone finds out who started Bitcoin. I think we all know who started Bitcoin, bro. Satoshi Nakamoto. That's what it says in the white paper, so that's what it is. I've seen a lot of things about, Epstein this, Epstein that, starting Bitcoin. He funded Bitcoin. Bro, let's be for real, bro. Let's be for real, bro. Stop. Do your due diligence, man. Read the white paper. Please. I beg you. But okay, think about it like this. Is the person who found out fire, is he a perfect human being? Right? Like the person that invented the wheel, was that person a perfect human being? If that person was a horrible murderer, would we stop using the wheel because a quote unquote bad person invented it? No. We would disassociate that invention with the quote unquote bad creator. But yeah. Don't get too attached to all this Jeffrey Epstein things, man. Don't get used to it. They're desensitizing it. They're desensitizing us. Don't get used to that stuff, man. That's not normal. But yeah, that's all from my rant today. I hope y'all enjoyed this food for thought. Keep commenting your takes. I'll reply in the next video. Have a nice day, y'all. Peace out. Doggy out. Ciao.